Yo, sorry for the delay starting the stream, but, I just beat Insanity by Serpunge right before going live. I was uploading that and making a new thumbnail for it. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Adam. Hello, Cartoonist. Cartoonist Gamer Official. Jesus. Hello, Theory of Everything Icon. Hello, Hulky Mr. Glitch. Welcome to the stream. So, a bit of a thing, chat. Like I said, I literally just beat Insanity and uploaded it to my second channel. And, this is a fun bit of trivia for a lot of you, but you guys have probably noticed that my thumbnails look a bit amateurish, right? They look a bit, yes, it's tier 9. But my thumbnails look a bit, basic. You know, they look simple. To the point where I've had people approach me offering to make thumbnails for me, and they make, like, those generic, like, GFX thumbnails, right? And, I bet a lot of you are wondering why my thumbnails are basic. Okay. It's actually like a very simple reason, and that's I'm trying to capture the style of like old 2.0, 1.9 thumbnails, right? So let me grab you guys an image really quick. Yeah, I think... Let me find this. I'm just looking for... That's not it. I'm looking for a very... Yeah, okay. So... can I find, like, a good one? I promise I'm going somewhere with this, but... TLE2 ball thumbnail will always be iconic. Yeah, but that's not what I'm referring to. So, I'm just gonna go Riot's channel. Riot should have it on his channel. If I go... Yeah, okay. So, if I turn on my screen really quick... You guys know this era of YouTube thumbnails, right? This is what I'm trying to capture. This is why my thumbnails look the way they do, because I want to capture this. Because I love the old 2.0 basic level title demon face format, and I want to build off that. I like the nostalgia of that, so I always try to make my thumbnails look like this. And part of how I have enforced this, and you're going to find this extremely funny, part of how I've enforced this restriction is I'm only allowed to create text for my thumbnails with this website. And you can imagine why that's a big restriction in terms of making thumbnails. But it's fun. It's this limitation that I've given myself, and it's fun. I like making thumbnails this way. But yeah, that's why my thumbnails are incredibly basic, right? But with that in mind, I think I might have made one of my best thumbnails. And I've made some good thumbnails, right? I genuinely think that I've made some really good thumbnails with this restriction, but I cooked with this, I think. At least in terms of attempting to do what I just explained. No, the Demon Mixed one is old. That's probably my best. I don't know why I put so much effort into that. But look at this. If Discord will let me... Or not Discord, why did I say Discord? Can I... Image... I might have to select it manually, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at this. I am so happy with this thumbnail. I gave it this, like, blur effect, and... Oh my god, it captures how the level feels to play so well. It's so good. I'm so fucking happy with this thumbnail. You guys have no idea. Ah, oh, fuck. I made this in, like, 10 minutes. That's the fucked up part. But yeah, that's basically what I was doing before stream. Okay, so, Gauntlets. Where I left off last stream, we had started the Water Gauntlet, and we had beaten Submerged. Meaning we have to play Trek. Tier 5? That's not how I remember it. Alright. Also, yeah, for those of you who don't know, my Demon Mix thumbnail, because someone mentioned it in chat, it is easily my best thumbnail. I don't know why I cooked so hard on that, but, yeah, this thumbnail's insane. Let me just do it this way, which I should have done from the beginning. Yeah, this is my Demon Mixed thumbnail. Anyway. Fuck. Trek. I remember this level being really buggy. How funny would it be if I've just been hyping up the difficulty of these, and then I just destroy the Water Gauntlet? It's not gonna happen, but... So, you guys want to know why there was no stream last night? If you follow me on Twitter, you already know, but... Oh, fuck. I forgot about this part. Oh, God. Yeah, so there was no stream last night, because for the first time ever, last night, I was drunk. Something I have never... I mean, I drank before, but I have never, gotten to that point. And it was... wild, I'll say the least. Like, it's a weird-ass feeling. Oh, I don't think I'd ever stream drunk. Because, I don't know if I have a good enough filter. I think I might say some crazy, stupid shit. Like, if people get mad at me for my opinions when I'm sober, imagine, like... Imagine me going on, like, a drunken rant about Charlie Kirk or something. Oh, boy. Jesus fucking Christ, it's as bad as I remember it. Fuck, dude. You know, it's funny. Twitter got mad at me because I followed, like, NSFW accounts on my main, right? And I didn't even really do that on purpose, because what would happen is I'd just see art that I liked, I'd follow an account, and then it just spiraled, right? I follow everyone who follows me. Like, if you follow me, I follow you, right? It is something I've always tried to keep consistent, because it's cool. But, like, I followed a bunch of NSFW accounts, and I didn't even know, like, what content they make, right? But people were so mad. And so I did make an effort to unfollow as many of them as I can. You know what I mean? And, the big situation I've run into right now is I'm pretty sure I've unfollowed them all, right? Like, I think? There might be a few that I actually, like, know and am friends with that I chose to follow. And then there might just be a few that I missed because I follow so many people. But I did try. But what's funny is I still get that stuff in my feed now. Like, I get more of it after unfollowing them than I did when I followed them. And it's so funny, because I don't know where it's coming from. All I know is that I started to see it around the time that Twitter, like, decided to update their algorithm to, like, recommend posts based off of your history or something. And so now it's like, I can't open Twitter in public at all. Because I just don't know what's going to show up in my feed. It's like a gamble. A lot of people, by the way, asked, oh, why don't you make an alt account for that? I tried. Twitter bans my alts. No matter, like, I could have one where I never post and I just follow, and they'll just ban it. I don't know why. Just hop on Twitter and have a random chance of a... Yes, exactly! Like, actually, Cartoonist Gamer. That is what it is. God, this is probably... Like, I'm actually... I think, like, this, out of all of the levels, is gonna be the one that takes me the most time. Oh no, I forgot about this stupid fucking robot. Oh no. I have to relearn one of the worst sections in all of fucking GD, dude. Oh, fuck me. I mean, okay, GD Twitter is kind of dangerous right now anyway, because there's a couple people in the GD community, and I'm surprised I have yet to run into this, but I've, how did I pause at 6666%? Anyway, that's actually kind of appropriate considering what I'm about to mention, but I'm not going to make jokes about this because this is really fucked up. So, I have shockingly not run into this, but I'm kind of just waiting to, because it's so widespread. I've had so many people tell me about it, and also me talking about this will probably fuel the fire. So it's only an inevitability until I see it, and luckily I have a bit of a thick skin with this kind of stuff, so it won't bother me personally, but it's fucked. Basically, for some reason, there's like a handful of people going around on GD Twitter and just replying with like mundane GD Twitter posts. Like, they'll go to like random GD colon tweets or something, and they'll just post gore. So, if you like go to a GD, if you go to like a GD Twitter post and like, oh, haha, funny spider, you know, funny dash spider, and you click on it, you go to the replies, and it's just like someone being killed or run over or something. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I don't know who's doing it, and it's clearly meant to be upsetting. Whoa, wait. Oh, wait, no, it was this section that I hated, that's right. The robot itself is fine. I guess I just associated with the robot with this. It doesn't seem so bad now because I did it quickly, but you gotta think, that whole section is remembering where to click and where to let the slope pull you. And from 0, that's really chokeable. What's wrong with my mic? Hang on. Let me pull up the stream on my phone. You're gonna hear my voice echo, but let me... Spaghetti. Spaghetti. No, my mic sounds fine. Ow. Yeah, what are, I don't know what you're talking about, because my mic sounds fine. If you're referring to my clicks, I mean, my clicks are just loud. Alright, I'm just gonna go from 64 and... yeah. But yeah, GD Twitter being filled with gore is like a real thing, and I don't know why the fuck people are doing it. Well, I mean, I know why it's to harass people, but, like, you know what I mean. I've been trying to find that buff date. I know what you're talking about. You know, it's the thing is like, a lot of the time when people act like assholes online, people will say the mostly valid thing of, don't bring attention to it, that's what they want, right? And usually, I follow that advice because it's true, and I agree. But sometimes, people will do something so often, or it's so fucked up that you have to address it. Like, the dislike bombing, right? I didn't bring that up because it bothers me. I mean, it does bother me, but I didn't bring that up because it bothers me, because it's one of those things where it's like, I release levels for people to play them and enjoy them. Not for the fucking clout. I don't care if my levels are disliked. It only started to annoy me when Team Valerum started to get negative likes because I'm a part of it. Like, that's kind of infuriating. But, like, I don't care if my own levels get disliked, right? And, the thing is, the only reason I posted about that... Also, I just realized I did the run. But the only reason I even posted about it is because it shouldn't be as easy to dislike bot as it is. Like, I want to... This is gonna sound fucking horrible, but I want to cause, like, a Twitter shitstorm so Rob fixes it. Because there should be a Twitter shitstorm over it. Like, really wrap your head around the fact that Rob does not lock accounts for suspicious activity. Really wrap your head around the fact that there is no location-based, like, oh, okay, your account was logged into from another location. This is suspicious activity. Please confirm through your email, or, you know, anything like that. It's like, if you guess someone's password, you just have their account. I don't think Rob is a horrible dev. I kind of make fun of that in 2.2 2 years in, when people say that. Not everyone is as toxic as each other when they say that, but that's a very GD Twitter thing to say, and I avoid saying that. It doesn't mean everyone who says that is GD Twitter, but that's just like a very GD Twitter thing. Realistically, the take is more that the game is too big for one solo developer at this point. But the game's security issues are getting so bad because, like, there is nothing standing between a hacker and your GD account other than a script to guess passwords. Like, at most, you deal with a rate limit. So, like, I want to see 3 things, security-wise, and they're not that complicated, okay? The 3 things I want to see. Firstly, 2-factor authentication. Secondly, being able to put symbols in your password. And third, most importantly, you should have to verify when you log in through email. And I guess as a bonus 4th, but this one doesn't really need to be a thing, it'd be really nice, is, there should be a system in place where the game can tell where you're logging in from through IP addresses. And if you say, log in New York, and then immediately after login in, like, fucking California, the game kind of goes, huh, something seems off. Because if you don't know why I'm even talking about the game's security in context of the dislike bots, it's because the way the dislike bots work is they take accounts that have already had their password leaked through data breaches, log into those accounts en masse, and use them to create a botnet to dislike levels. It's so fucking script kiddie that, like, any one of you in chat right now could do it if you just find the right GitHub page. Favorite GD YouTuber? That's tough. Oh, fuck. I want to answer Stormfly so bad, because Stormfly's videos are so fucking good, but Stormfly barely posts. Like, honestly, I have to think about it from the perspective of they make good content and they post frequently. So I have to, like, balance that out. I really want to go with Stormfly, though, because I like Stormfly's videos. EVW, if you would have asked me several years ago, I would have gone with EVW, and he's definitely the GD YouTuber that is the most important to me, but it's not EVW. Because nowadays, EVW makes a lot of fucking slop. Like, I got so sick of the recent tab videos so fucking quickly, and my favorite content from EVW was him sitting down beating like a single level, and now he only does that like once every several months for an extreme. And it's also just not the same. I mean, yeah, the fact he rarely posts makes it more of a treat when he does. That is true, but, you know. Fucking Christ. I don't know. That's so tricky. Because I'm definitely not the best GD YouTuber. You know, with me trying to stay humble, because I am, and also with me being kind of mean to myself more so than I have to be, I genuinely think that my content is pretty alright. I think, at least within the last year, I've improved so much that, like, I'm proud of my content now. I think that, like, the deadlocked hitbox portal video was fucking amazing. Like, I actually am so proud of that video, and I'm glad it's one of my most viewed. I'm proud of the map pack series. But, like, here's the thing. And this is gonna sound kind of insulting, but I'm also insulting the content I make, so whatever. But I feel like review content by itself is automatically lesser than a lot of other content you can make in the GD community. Mainly because there's way less you can do with it. Which is a restriction I like, because I feel like I'm really creative in that, but I feel like just by its nature, it's always going to be more entertaining to watch, like, Tried than it is to watch, fucking... I actually forget their name, but they're a review channel that just popped up recently. A Brutally Honest Level Reviews, yeah. Like, I love Brutally Honest Level Reviews, they're great, but I just see myself being more likely to click on, like, a Stormfly video, and it's like a documentary type thing. What about the Devil Vortex video? It is unlisted and in a playlist titled Videos I'm Not Proud of. And I think that playlist title kind of self-explanatory as to why. Let me talk about that video, actually, because the Devil Vortex video legitimately upsets me. Because that video, behind the scenes, was one of my most ambitious videos, and that's not a good thing. Because I put in so much research for that video. I think I had, like, fucking 3 weeks worth of research, because I was looking for old statements and all that sort of stuff. And in my head, I wanted to make, like, a Carl Jobst video about the scandal. That's what I was picturing, right? OBS just disconnected. Oh, are we back? I literally got a pop-up on my end that said, OBS disconnected, reconnecting. The fuck was that? Yeah, look. OBS disconnected, reconnecting, reconnection successful. The fuck was that? I've never seen OBS do that. Anyway, back to shitting on the video. So, thing is, I put in so much research, I put in so much effort, and in my head, I thought I was making, like, a Carl Jobst video. Because I'm like, oh, you know, I'll go over the entire scandal, all the statements, and explain the whole thing. But then, when I actually got around to making the video, I guess I had spent so long with all of the information that I started to assume that the audience would already know things because I forgot how much research it took to get them. So, like, the biggest thing about the video that makes me angry, the Devil Vortex saws, right? In my head, the video looked like a breakdown that would have explained, at least part of the video would have explained why those were proof of cheating. The problem is, the video does not explain why that is proof of cheating. And, a lot more of the video is spent making fun of Tosh Deluxe's response than actually explaining why his response is bad, and basically the big problem with that video, for me, is that if you are unfamiliar with the situation, you will come out of that video very confused. And I know this because I got a shit ton of comments that basically said, I don't understand why the Devil Vortex saws prove he's cheating. And as far as I'm concerned, getting that comment proved the video was a failure. And the thing is, I've thought about remaking the video, and I was going to, but there's a problem with doing that I'll explain in a bit. But, for those of you that are actually curious why it's supposed to be proof that he cheated, and why they were there in the first place, because a lot of people don't remember. Oh, fuck that robot click. Basically, for those of you who don't know, and this is the big thing that I did not mention in the video, Tosh Deluxe showed the object count at the end of his verification video. So basically, if you go into Devil Vortex, it says a certain object count, right? In the verification video, he verifies the level, he beats the level, then he goes into the editor, shows the object count, leaves the level, and then uploads it, right? Now, the problem is, when you went into Devil Vortex, there were a bunch of saws above the level, and the saws themselves are not necessarily proof of cheating. The thing that proves that he cheated is that, those saws were above the level, but the object count was the same as it was in the verification video. And this requires a bit of a leap in logic, so bear with me. But basically, if you assume that he invisible autoed the level, because that was like the popular hacking method back then, that would mean that he would have to delete the objects he used to make it auto after showing the object count in the verification, right? Because here's another thing that I didn't mention. You know how I said that he uploads it in the video? Well, that's partially a lie, because the video fades out right before he clicks upload. So he had time to modify the level right before uploading it. And, the big thing with that is, and this is what the theory is, the idea is that Tosh invisible autoed the level, and then right before uploading it, he deleted the objects that made it auto, but because he showed the object count at the end of his verification, he placed the saws in order to accommodate for the, wow, I can't speak. In order to accommodate for the object count, basically. In fact, I'm going to show you something, chat. And this is something that I got comments about that I actually wanted to mention. You know how famously the Devil Vortex saws follow a very odd pattern, right? I can show you exactly why that's the pattern. So, this mess, right? Basically, if you were to follow the logic of they decorated the level and created the decoration, and because this is Tosh's excuse, obviously. If you were to say that he took the objects and he put them above the level to save them for later so it'd be easy to place them, right? Well, obviously, if he's trying to create this object count, he can't just, you know, place 3 and call it a day, and he also can't place a bunch. So what Tosh likely did is this. Well, I don't know how to do this in this update, but basically, it's likely that he copy and pasted this in just a bunch of random spots. Because if you know, This pattern is basically just the same 3 saws over and over. And I point this out for a very specific reason, but if you look, yeah, it just lines up. It's the same 3 saws copy-pasted over and over again, so it's likely you just copy-pasted those 3. The reason this matters is because if you look down here, there's a bunch of objects missing, right? And what probably happened is copy-pasting the same, how many objects is this? Copy-pasting the same 6 objects, right? Eventually, as he copy-pasted this, the number object count he needed for this to be divisible did not match, or like, he couldn't do that by just multiplying 3 by numbers, right? So, you could look at this and think, he probably just deleted random objects at the end of the pattern to lower the object count enough to match. So, basically, if you look at this pattern, this, the actual pattern itself is a dead giveaway that Tosh did this to obfuscate the object count. And, that's kind of my little breakdown of the saws, and now my problem with the Devil Vortex video, and why I just went on that tangent, is to tell you that I did not explain any of that in the video. Even though I knew that. Hey, Blue Water Cat. But yeah, I did not explain a single word of that in the video. A video about the cheating scandal. I did not explain why the evidence was evidence. Is it worse than the Karma L video? No. But yeah, it's really infuriating because, like, I'll get to that in a second, chart, because that's actually something I've been building up to. But yeah, that right there is why the video's so bad. That is why I refuse to unlist, or not unlist, relist that video. Because, again, if you don't know the situation, fucking worthless video. And the worst part is that the entire second half makes fun of his response to Technical, which is heavily reliant on you understanding the saw blades. Don't bother Frostwave, because I'm already doing that. This is kind of a spoiler, but at this point, since it's not going to come out since, like, January, I'll just say it. My 15,000 subscriber special is literally that. There is a twist on it, though, so it's not a full spoiler. But yeah, okay, so here's the thing. You remember earlier how I said I've thought about remaking that video, but I can't? Right? The reason I can't is because now, if I made that video, it would actually be worthless. Okay? It would be legitimately worthless, and I'm gonna show you why. Let me hope I can find this efficiently. Yeah. So, this video right here, if YouTube will load, this video right here is the reason why I will never remake the Devil Vortex video. Because now, every single thing I explain in the Devil Vortex video is unnecessary information. Because now, you can expose Tosh with a single pixel. Hey, Often Guy. Yeah, this video, I'm not going to play it in full. It's only 2 minutes, so I could, but I'm not going to. But basically, there's a single pixel right here, if you look in this, this image. And that pixel, the reason that exposes Tosh is because that pixel only shows up if there is a blue pad making the level invisible auto. This reveals that how Tosh hid the invisible auto in the full detail completion, because if you remember from my Tosh or my Devil Vortex video, there's 2 verifications and they're both hacked. The way Tosh did it is he moved the pads off screen the frame he touched them, but he fucked up with this pad specifically, and you can see the particle. Yeah, everyone knew this, but my point is, this video revealed that. This is the video that exposed that. This is where that information came from. And now, like, going into detail on the Devil Vortex saws and the whole situation with technical and all that sort of stuff is completely worthless. Because all you have to do is point this out. And, yeah, that's why that video will never be remade. I was pressing Alt thinking that I was pressing Z. Wow. I'm gonna kind of walk into this practice run so I can try to learn it faster. Oh yeah, you don't go up there. Oops. No, I am not Canadian, but I live very close to Canada. I hate this fucking ship so much. You know what I think makes this level so much worse? I hate the fucking song. Like, actually. Sorry, someone was knocking on my door. But yeah, this fucking song. This song is so ass. I hate it. Okay, so I just hold there and that makes that part work. It's what's annoying? Let me catch up on what you were saying. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. This song for the it's weird because I don't hate the entire song, but like yeah. What was more, or which one was more difficult, Accu or Kata? Okay, so here's the thing. My top 3, according to the community, is Kata, Accu, Crimson Clutter. In my opinion, my top 3 is Kata, Crimson Clutter, Accu. And I feel like that should answer your question. Alright, I'm just gonna play from 0. Oh, holy shit. Thank you for the $5. Wow. Yeah, thank you for the $5, Security Moose. Holy shit. I really got to see if I can fix my, my alerts. Because I haven't had my alerts working since back when I was on Windows, because I used Stream Elements, and I don't know if I can get that working on Linux. It's just a OBS plugin, but it ran through a Windows installer, so I had no fucking clue how to do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Thing is like, Accu... I feel like Accu is harder without the song. But, like, the song in Accu makes the level easier, because it's so reliant on sync. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate that there's a platform there. Okay, so chat, have you ever had this experience? Have you ever, like bought something that gets really, really soggy when it's stale, like graham crackers or something? And then, like, several months later, you get, like, really hungry, and you're really fucking lazy, so you're like, alright, I'm gonna go grab some of the graham crackers. And then you go to eat the graham crackers, and it's like mush. It's like you're fucking, it's like you're eating, I don't even know, it's like baby food flavored, or it's like baby food flavored like a graham cracker. Like, it's just mush. It's the worst. This level plays like how that feels. This level's like a stale graham cracker. I keep not doing that jump late, because it's just a weird jump to force the player to do late. Yeah, the past week for me has been really busy. Because I got asked by my boss at work if I was willing to work extra shifts. Specifically, he asked if I was willing to work Tuesdays, right? He said, I have a couple Tuesdays where I have some extra shifts open. Do you want to work them? And I'm like, yeah, sure, because at the end of the day, that question to me just translated to, do you want more money, right? So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll work some extra days. And, I don't regret it. Like, this isn't me complaining, but what I will say is that choice, I did not realize that one of those Tuesdays would be... Fuck, I didn't mean to go for the coin. God damn it. But I didn't realize one of those Tuesdays would be sandwiched between a really long work week and make it longer, and that was this week. Tomorrow is the last day of this big chunk that I've been working, and then I have Monday off, which is really nice. But, basically, I've worked 6 days in a row as of tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is a 6th consecutive day that I've worked. Which, again, not complaining. I'm just kind of like, wow, it's been busy. Funnily enough, though, with how basic my job is, it's actually added structure to my life that I really needed. Because GD as a game, I feel like I can't play it all the time. Not because I don't enjoy it, but because, like, I'm better at the game when I cannot play it constantly. And that sounds weird, right? But, like, let me put this into perspective. I was in high school for most of the time I was improving at the game, right? Like, my entire journey, aside of the COVID era, I was mainly... I mean, even during the COVID era, because when lockdowns ended, this was the case. My whole day was basically go to school for 7 hours, and then come home and play as much GD as humanly possible before I have to go to bed, and then repeat that cycle, right? And that actually ends up making it feel more rewarding to play the game, because I feel like I have to work to earn the time to be able to play GD, right? Don't you have homework? Okay, so funnily enough, my school didn't give homework. I had a couple disabilities that led to me going to a special ed school. And, like, I have severe ADHD, and I'm autistic, and all that crazy shit, so I went to, like, a special ed school, and they had, like, TAs, and they had, like, assistants and shit. So, like, I always had someone sitting next to me that would, like, help me understand what the teacher was saying, because I couldn't keep asking the teacher questions, but I pretty much always had questions. And stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if this is universal to all special ed schools, but my school just didn't do that. Yeah. But anyways, so the thing is, I find that my most memorable moments with this game were beating levels while I was still attending high school. You know, beating stuff like Problematic and Retro Circles and Reanimation, because, or like Deadlocked, because for me, there was something so rewarding about the balancing. Yeah, this level's boring, I know, that's why I'm talking a lot. But there's something so rewarding about balancing life and GD, because, you know, being able to go to school, fucking destroy a test, come home, and then just beat Reanimation, oh, it feels so good, right? But then there's another difference, okay? I think that being monetized makes YouTube less fun. Like low-key. Actually, let me rephrase that. Being monetized doesn't make YouTube less fun. Relying on YouTube monetization for your main income makes YouTube less fun. And it's because of that I don't want to do that. I want to actually always have, like, a non-YouTube job. Not just for the stability, because YouTube is unpredictable, but mainly just because I think it makes YouTube more fun. Because if I need to, right? And I'm actually planning on doing this with the, damn it. I'm planning on doing this now, actually, because I'm going to take a bit of a break from making videos and just stream a shit ton and work on Iceberg Part 3 so I can get it out and finally kill the meme, only for Iceberg Part 4 to take equally as long. But yeah, basically, I plan on just crunching on it, and the thing is, this is kind of like the big thing, right? When I was in high school, and I wasn't monetized, I wasn't making videos with a deadline. I never had, like, I gotta get one video out a month, right? Otherwise, I won't meet the minimum payout, and I won't make money, right? So, because that actually is, like, why my content is so weirdly inconsistent, is because I had to make at least one video a month, right? But now, I've been making around $400 a week off of, like, my non-YouTube job, and that's really good. Like, that's really fucking stable. So, I feel almost as if YouTube, and I want to, like, say this in a nuanced way, so I'm going to say two statements here. YouTube is important to me in the sense of I care a lot about my audience, and I care a lot about it as an artistic expression, right? Like, I like to be able to make videos and just express myself. But, and I want to stress, I mean this in terms of financial in life and not, you know, that, right? I feel like YouTube is no longer an important part of my life. And again, I'm like really trying to stress, I mean that financially, right? Like, I do not need YouTube to financially survive. And the thing is, YouTube paid so little that I don't think I could have financially survived off it to begin with, but, like, I live with my parents, so, you know. But, yeah, that was my phone. I forgot to turn off the ringer. How did that only affect me now? Anyway, yeah, it's just nice because I feel like having a real job gave me a shit ton of creative freedom. Because it's just going to make my content better. But the other thing is, like, really think about this. My job, I hit the sweet spot with hours. I work 6 hours a day. And that sounds like a pretty normal number, right? But here's the reason I like that and not 4 or 8 hours. That's only an hour less than how long a school day was. So to me, working this job, coming home, playing GD, feels no different from going to high school, coming home, and playing GD. And, on top of it, because I make so much money off of my job, I no longer rely on YouTube for money, so it kind of brings back that feeling of not needing to make a video and just making one because I want to. So basically, YouTube has just become about as fun as it was in 2022 for me again. Which, yeah, basically everything is improved. And I'm happy, genuinely, because, like, at the end of the day, this is just going to mean you guys get better content, and I really like just being able to portion my time, because, you know, coming home, playing the game, working on content, and then going back to work the next day, and not being able to do it for, like, 6 hours, makes it more rewarding for when I can do it again. It's a good feeling. Because before I got this job, I'm pretty sure every waking moment of my life for the past 2 years has just been non-stop recording and playing GD. Like, it was kind of, I don't want to say I was no-lifing it or it was sad, because, like, I feel like I was doing something worthwhile. But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, you know? Because, like, it sounds like it's not a lot of time. You know what I mean? Working 6 hours, coming home, and combining that with sleep. Like, oh, that can't be that much time to both play the game and make content. But here's 2 fun facts about me, okay? The first is that I don't sleep that much. I have insomnia, and that is part of the problem, but, like, even on nights where I do get good sleep, assuming tonight's going to be one of them, actually, my sleep schedule on good nights usually looks like I fall asleep at like 2 in the morning, and I wake up at 7 in the morning. So that's like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It's not a lot, and I usually stay up pretty late, right? Like, this stream is going to go for a little bit. And so, you know, that gives me... Let me really do some math in my head. On a night that's good, and I don't take forever to get home for reasons, I usually get home... will be hostile to me for a second. Will be as, not generous as possible. Let's say I get home at 7 o'clock, right? Even though I usually get home way earlier. Let's assume I get home at 7 o'clock. It's currently 12, so... I've already had 5 hours, but... Yeah, it gives me about 7 hours to just fucking do whatever I want, basically. And then, that doesn't even factor in the morning before I have to go to work. Because in the morning, I mean, yeah, I have to shower, I have to shave, I have to, like, you know, do all the typical getting ready in the morning stuff. You know, the whole mantra of shit, shower, shave, if you exist, you get it. Aside of, like, that basic stuff... I really do just get to sit there for another, like, 4 hours in the morning doing whatever I want. So, like, take last night, right? Aside of the fact that I was drunk for a decent chunk of last night, eventually when it wore off, I used a decent chunk of last night to beat F by end level. And then that morning... I recorded some of an upcoming video, which you guys probably won't see for several months because it's a big project. And I'm probably just going to tell you what it is because I think I'm sick of keeping it a secret, because there's no way I can keep this a secret for several months. Chat, do you want to know what my plan is for monthly demon completions? Because I have it all planned out in my head. Okay, so originally I was going to keep this a secret and just kind of shadow drop the video because I thought that would have been funny. But, yeah, there's no way I can do that. So I'm just going to tell you guys now because it's a fun idea. So, here is the dilemma, alright? My monthly demon completion series is now completely useless, okay? And the reason it's useless... is because I upload all my completions to a second channel now. I have 3 channels. I have my main, which is where I make my high-effort content, I have my showcase channel, and then I have NothingIsScary, where I upload my completion videos. And the thing about that is I don't need to upload my completion videos to 2 channels. A lot of people don't know this, but the entire reason monthly demon completions exists was to make my channel watchable. Because I used to, on main, upload each individual completion. So think about how many demons I would beat in monthly demon completions. Think about the month where I beat, like, Ado and fucking Classical by Ray Orions and Classic by Versus and Coaster Mountain and all that crazy shit, right? Like, that month was nuts. If this was 3 or 4 years ago, all of those would have been standalone uploads when I beat them. So now, imagine if you were subscribed to me back then, and imagine your subscription box. I had several people, funnily enough, the Wild Seal was actually one of them, come up to me and say, I would subscribe to you, but I don't want all the demon completions in my feed. Which is fair. And so monthly demon completions was kind of a way to solve a problem, because it was basically my way of keeping the uploads, but not clusterfucking someone's sub-box. And what's funny is the only reason any of that matters is because I need to upload all my demon completions because I like to have proof for everything I've completed. Because, you don't need to do this in the GD community, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's one thing for me to say you beat a level, it's another to be able to pull up the footage and send it to somebody and be like, hey, I beat this level, right? And I've had that mentality basically since the beginning. This fucking level, dude. And so, yeah, monthly demon completions was basically just a compromise between the two mentalities. I need to upload my demon completions, but uploading my demon completions fucks people's sub boxes. So, upload once a month, a big compilation. Thing is now, I don't need to do that, because having a second channel is actually an even better solution. But, here's the thing. People loved monthly demon completions, and I really do not want to take that away from people. So now, I had to ask a very simple question, with a very complicated answer. How do I make monthly demon completions matter? Right? How do I give it a reason to exist, despite the uploads being on a second channel? And that's when I came up with an idea. And this is where I'm announcing, because I haven't properly mentioned this publicly, monthly demon completions is dead. It is not coming back, because I am going to make a revival of the series called Monthly Demon Reviews, where I review, probably briefly to be honest, but I review every single demon that I beat that month. And I think it's a really cool idea because I feel like I have a lot to say about the levels. So that's what I'm doing. Monthly demon reviews will be a thing. But now here is the problem with that. Alright? Also, hi, Regenix. But yeah, here is the problem. I have completed a lot of levels, and most of them have not gotten reviews. So, I set my SEO device down, and it unpaused because that's how sensitive the rapid trigger is. Let me pull something up. You probably have seen this because it's a really popular video. How many of you are familiar with this video? Yeah, this video is amazing. I'm actually watching through it again for a second time, because I love this video. Now, and I'm gonna credit them for this, like, for giving me the idea, but this is basically, not only is this format gonna be how Monthly Demon Reviews works, where I have a score, I should probably just show that. So, I added this thing to my sheet, where I review, I kind of do give scores to things. So I rank things by their deco, gameplay quality, gameplay from 0, the consistency of the gameplay, the song, and the song representation, which is all averaged out into an overall ranking. And this is going to be what I use for Monthly Demon Reviews. Unlike every other review I do, I'm not going to give them a basic 1 out of 10 score. I'm going to use this sort of criteria rating. And that's how that's going to work. This is for a lot of reasons, but this is mainly so that the reviews stay consistent. And if you've seen this video, you know why that works into a format like this. But now, again, back to that problem of I've completed a lot of levels and they have not gotten videos. Here's the big thing, okay? I'm going to make a video very similar to this, where I review every single level I've completed and rank them by, I'm going to rank them by least to most, or not least to most, lowest to highest overall rating, basically. Just like this video. And again, I'm going to credit them. They're going to get, like, proper shout-outs going to be in the description, because this is basically their idea. But I'm basically making this, but reviewing every level I've completed. Every demon, I should probably clarify. And then you have another problem. How do I handle the platformers? Well, simple. Now it's 2 videos, because I'm going to do ranking every platformer and ranking every classic. So these 2 videos are going to be, I guess, a sort of soft pilot for the series. So I'm going to make ranking every platformer demon, ranking every classic demon I've completed, and then after that I'm going to just release normal monthly demon reviews episodes. And that's how that's going to work. Now, as you could imagine, this works out very nicely, because this means that the finale to the Rebeat arc can also be the pilot for monthly demon reviews. Which I just think is really fucking clean. But yeah, that's basically the plan. How much do I have to go with the rebeats? I think around 400 levels, but, like, I've done all the hard and insane and extreme demons, so it's getting faster and faster as we go. That's part of why I'm streaming the Gauntlets, because the Gauntlets are actually one of the biggest hurdles in finishing this. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Actually, since my IRL stories brought it up, I'm gonna attempt to rebeat all the Secret Way demons without the Secret Way. There will be exceptions, of course, because there are some levels where the Secret Way was intentionally put in there. So, like, stuff like Dorabe Choose Way 4, I'm taking the Secret Way. But for stuff like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, I'm gonna try to just, like, actually beat it. Automathorium, I'm not rebeating. I'm actually, like, I've removed that from my spreadsheet, because, I don't consider myself to have ever beaten it. I, actually used the Uncomplete mod in Mega Hack to remove its completion from the Rebeat arc, because it's a medium demon. I don't need to beat it, and I don't consider the initial completion legit, because the update removed that. Damn it. What am I gonna do about Secret Way levels? Yeah, that's what I just explained. What's the go percent? I don't know the exact percentage of it because I wasn't paying attention to the percent bar, but it's after, because I'm not collecting it, but it's after the coin. Like, if I pass the part where the coin is at, because I'm not collecting it again, but you can see it. But if I pass where the coin is, that's go for now. I might move it later to the robot, but yeah. And chat, you know what the worst part is? And I really want to hammer this home, because this is why I originally hacked Rebeats. I have to beat this again. We can't just, like, beat it once and be done. Oh my god, dude. Here's the only thing about that Frostwave. Firstly, I have fucking massive OCD, so seeing a level I completed not be marked as completed on the, I should probably clarify, I'm not diagnosed with OCD, I kind of self-diagnosed saying that. Whatever. I swear to God I have OCD, though. Anyway, seeing a level marked as, not complete on the servers, even though I've completed it, really, really bothers me. Like, it's, like, irrationally stupid to me. Like, when I'm done beating the, 365 daily levels, I'm never gonna touch dailies again for that exact reason. And it's funny because, again, that's the only reason I hacked them before. I never considered the second one legit, right? I just did it so that the servers would shut up about it. In my head, I still only beat it once. I just never planned on doing them again, so I did that. The other thing you gotta consider, though, too, is I am doing every easy demon. Like, that is, like, a long-term goal of mine, which is obviously horribly derailed and shelved because I'm doing the Rebeat arc, but yeah, that's why I was doing the EDL for so long. How the fuck did I fit through there? I died because I thought I was already dead and just didn't know what to do. That was a panic death, but how the fuck did I fit through there? Oh my god. That's what she said, by the way. Oh yeah, I never properly answered who's my favorite content creator and streamer. I kind of just went off on my own content and then started shitting on my Devil Vortex video, as one does. I mean, I can tell you who my favorite YouTuber is if we don't, like, restrict ourselves to GD YouTubers, because my actual favorite content creator is either... It's a tie. It's a tie between HBomberGuy and Anthony Fantano. I'd probably have to give it to HBomberGuy, though. I have a shit ton of respect for HBomberGuy. But GD, Simon, I'm literally answering that question. You don't need to spam it. Yeah, GD... God, that's so fucking hard. So many people in the GD community make good content. I want to answer Samifying, but I don't think he makes GD content anymore. I don't know. I was enjoying Doggy's videos for a while until he started becoming GD Mr. Beast. I really do like Brandon Larkin, but also Brandon Larkin's videos are like junk food to me. I don't mean that with any disrespect, it's just, you know. Huh. I really don't know. It's just so hard to pick one content creator. Because I have to weigh so many things in my head. I will say I've been enjoying watching Zoink's completion videos lately. Because Zoink has had such a fun personality to him. I feel like he's finally moved past just being a stereotypical top player and has actually kind of let himself show in his content. And honestly, Zoink right now reminds me a lot of what Riot used to be. How the fuck am I still alive? Why did I jump? Why did I jump? Why the fuck did I jump? Oh my god, why did I jump? Why the fuck? Why did I jump? Why? Am I fucking stupid? I'm like... Am I... oh man. I'm mad at myself. I'm not mad at the death. I'm mad at myself because that was actually the most brain-dead death in GD. Like... It's not the most speech bubble death I've ever had. That still goes to the for the taking, thanks for playing death. But this was dumb. That was really dumb. I might have to give it to GD Colon. Thoughts on Vortrox? Clip Farmer. GD Colon doesn't post too infrequently, I think, because it really does feel like he posts every, like, month and a half, which is enough for me. I mean, the video he made about GD being a game engine is legitimately good. Funnily enough, too, it was, like, the exact length to where I could watch it during my lunch break at work. I legitimately watched it while eating a fucking pizza. Like a slice of pizza. I was vibing. Yeah, it's either GD Colon or Zoink. The orb didn't work. The orb didn't work. Why didn't the fucking orb work, dude? What the fuck is this level? I feel like I'm taking a sanity test. But, like, if the test was meant to drive you insane. Should we call NothingIsScary an ancient GD player? I mean, yeah, absolutely. Just because I beat my first demon in 2019 doesn't mean I haven't been playing for longer than that. I took so long. I mean, I have memories of being in, like, early high school and beating cycles for the first time. Tier 5, bro. Yeah, this is totally the same fucking difficulty as Deadlocked. My ass. This is harder than Insanity by Serpunch, and that's tier 9. I'm not even just pulling that out of my ass. I just beat that before I went live, so, like... Yeah, I think tier 8 sounds right to me too, Arav. This is like tier 8. I also think that Insanity's tier 8, but easier than this. Oh, also, because I didn't mention this earlier, you were asking favorite GD streamer. I'll be honest, I don't really watch a lot of streams, because I just don't have time. I think if I had to pick anyone, just because he's the one that comes to mind, the guy who's trying to beat Bloodbath without doing runs or playing it in practice. He's just starting from 0. Oh, it is. I'm pretty sure he's also a jumper. But he's, like, not one of the cringe jumpers. He's one of the ones that jumped because he could jump, you know what I mean? I mean, that's basically what it is, Frostwave. He's sight-reading Bloodbath. He is, playing it, starting the grind from the From Zero experience. A jumper? Someone who makes a really large jump, and that's the main thing they're known for. Because, like, a lot of people will do, like, Deadlocked to Accu, or shit like that. I mean, there's the guy that jumped from, what, Deadlocked to Firework? I can never get that ship consistent. It doesn't feel good at all. Click patterns. Let's go. I swear if this ends up taking me multiple streams. Have you rebeaten Seasonal Haven? I don't even remember. What level do you think is insanely underrated difficulty-wise? For me, it's Windy Landscape. The level is so much harder than every other entry insane. I know this is weird, but I'm actually going to answer Deadlocked. Because a lot of people make Deadlocked out to be, like, this super easy level. You know what I mean? Like, nowadays, they talk about it like, oh yeah, anyone could do it. And, you know, the in-game demon counter, the easy demon difficulty goes up on your profile when you beat it, which makes Deadlocked officially an easy demon. And I just don't agree, because, yeah, on PC, it's pretty okay, and it's not that hard, but nobody talks about how hard Deadlocked is on mobile. And I know a lot of the times you don't really consider mobile as part of the experience, because, like, oh man, you know, Firework on mobile, that's just like a self-imposed challenge, and I usually agree. But, like, Deadlocked is an official level. You are meant to play that, be able to play that on mobile. And it is so much harder over there. Fun fact, my hardest on mobile is still Deadlocked. I have not done anything harder. And I don't really want to. I genuinely want to know why they thought that that gimmick was a good idea. My God. Sorry if I start talking a little bit less and the stream gets a little bit more boring, but I'm at the point where I just want to lock the fuck in. I'm sick of this level already. Knowing I have to beat this twice is agonizing. I knew this was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad to rebeat. Fucking God, dude. Ugh. This is fucking torture. I swear to God, when I die and I go to hell, because I'm going to hell, I'm not going to heaven. When I die and I go to hell, fucking the devil himself is gonna, like, walk up to me. He's gonna be like, ah, it's, 100 years in the pit of fire for you. And I'm gonna look at him and be like, that's it? He'll be like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, while I was alive, I had to beat Shrek in Geometry Dash. And the devil's gonna look at me and he's gonna be like, what the fuck does that mean? And I'm gonna sit the devil himself down, be like, beat Shrek. And he's gonna, like, he'll be like, oh my God. And I'm gonna roll hell, because you'd be like, how the fuck are you able to do that? You're, what the fuck, man? I'm like, yeah. You're not so tough, are you now? Mr. Red Goat guy? You're like a big red goat. And I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think this level's actually driving me insane. Yeah, I'm not like a religious person, chat. I don't believe in, like, you know, heaven or hell or any of that shit. I'm not, like, a dick about it. I don't know if you've ever heard of the term agnostic atheist, but that's what I am. But what I will say is if that shit does turn out to be real, I am not going to heaven. Not because I'm a bad person, but because I really do not fuck with God, bro. That motherfucker, he owes me money. I'm kidding. Nah, but like for real, I don't like the whole idea of like, oh, you give up your free will because he's cool. Fuck off. I'd rather just have individuality. I always thought that shit was weird as fuck. I send into it 10 hours of colorful overnight. Nah, bro, you go to hell and it's just like Proxima by Funny Game. You go to hell and it's just Phobos. It's Phobos, but with the unnerfed duel at the end. I think, like, in reality, though, like, the reason if that shit was real, I would go to hell is more just because, like, I can be a bit rebellious, and I feel like I would just end up there because, like, I just somehow, like, rage bait God. You know what I mean? Which is a really funny thing to say, but genuinely, I feel like that's how that would go for me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, chat. I really don't. I show up to the pearly gates, and God just starts looking at, like, a transcript of everything I've done in my life, and he just sees me tweeting about Quantus processing, and just like all the other Twitter users, they think that I'm shitting on all the levels I mention. And he's just like, ooh, that's not gonna bode well. You don't like Avernus? Well, I'm gonna send you to Avernus. In reality, here's my problem, right? Like, why I can never take this shit seriousseriously. When I think of hell as a concept, do you want to know what honestly pops into my head, chat? This level. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes aside. When I think of hell, the mental image I have is, have you ever seen the regular show episode where they go, like, they have death bring them to the afterlife so they can get a new copy of a signed guitar that they broke? Like, you know, and like, they have, like, the bouncer and they, like, need his pen, and, like that whole thing? Yeah. Yeah, hey, can I borrow a pen? And he gets fucking murdered. That whole thing, that whole thing, that is what hell would be to me. It'd just be a place where, like, anyone with talent kind of just vibes. They just exist. Like, I legitimately don't even think it would be torturous. I think it would just be, like, it's almost like some sort of exclusive club for all of the musicians that die at, what was it, 27? I think that was the legend. The 27 Club. It's like that. And just imagine you'd go there and be like Kurt Cobain and like Ozzy Osbourne and like all those guys, and they're just like fucking vibing, you know. Rest in peace, Ozzy, obviously. Like, I don't even buy the idea that, like... Yeah, okay. One thing that confuses me, right? If the only people who are supposed to go to hell are bad people, then why is it that making a deal with the devil would send you to hell? Like, why is that a thing that Christians believe? Because, like... I feel like if there really was some sort of God that created the idea of temptation and free will, why would he then punish you for falling for the temptation that he created? That's like... This is going to be a really funny thing to say out loud. That'd be like if you, like, invented a really useful piece of technology, right? Like you created the smartphone, like you're Apple and you created the smartphone. So you create the smartphone, and then you go, you don't use this, it's bad for you. You'll go to hell. There are so many reasons why, like... Okay, I'm gonna say something really controversial, and this is gonna probably piss some people off, but, like, low-key... I do not respect Christianity. I don't respect religion, because to me, it's just a glorified cult that's used as an excuse to spread bigotry under the guise of, worship. Like, anytime I've ever seen a Christian speak, they are homophobic in some way, or they pretend that they're not homophobic in some way, or even if they're not, they have to overcompensate for that so badly that it kind of, like, wraps around to, okay, well, why would you follow this thing when everyone around you is, like, homophobic and shit? It's kind of like being a cop. It's like, okay, you want me to believe in the idea of, like a good cop. You want me to believe that there is such thing as a cop that isn't racist. Well, by being a cop, you're supporting the systemic problems that lead to racism, and so, yeah, you're kind of racist just by being a cop in and of itself. That's kind of how I view, quote-unquote, non-homophobic Christians. Because, like, they still... And I'm not, by the way, like, I'm not saying you're homophobic if you're Christian. I'm saying usually Christians attend stuff like churches that financially harm LGBTQ people. Like, I legitimately just think that all religion has ever been is an excuse to shame people for doing things they don't like. Like, oh, you drink Monster Energy? Well, I don't like Monster Energy, so, Monster Energy, it's satanic? Yep, it's satanic. Monster Energy is satanic, guys. See those three symbols? They vaguely look like the Greek letter for 6, so therefore it must be Satan number. Oh, spooky. Don't drink the Monster Energy or else you're going to hell. Kill yourself. Like, actually, that's all it's ever been my whole life. Like, that is always what Christianity has sounded like to me. Just to oppress culture that they do not like. Like, oh, okay, you found a way to cure a disease in the 1800s. Well, that must mean you're a witch, and you're going against God, because God wanted those people to die. Fuck you. I keep going up by accident. Like, I've never seen a legitimately nice Christian, because they always use their beliefs in some way to oppress culture. And to make people sound evil and satanic and bad when, like, bro, I don't know, they're just, like, listening to Slayer or something. Like, God forbid someone play Doom. A game, by the way, about killing demons, which means they're bad, and that they're not supposed to be something you like. It's horror. But, you know, whatever. And there's different flavors of it, too. Because you have the ones that's like, ugh, I don't want my child listening to Slayer. Which, like, okay, cringe, but at least you're not hurting anybody. But I still hate it, right? But then you get to, like, the ones that try to tell you how to live your life. Like, I mean that more like the life part, not the entertainment part. Where they'll say stuff like, you shouldn't eat meat. You're killing. You're gonna go to hell if you eat meat. And then you get to the really extremes where it's like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to be gay. To quote a line from Bo Burnham, I created the universe. Do you think I'm drawing the line at the fucking deli aisle? Yep, still on this level. This level is so boring that I've just, like, I've gotten to the point where I'm just shit-talking religion. That's the only way, like, I am just talking about the most random shit. That's the only way I can make this entertaining. I might have to go back into practice mode. Nah, no clip runs don't work. Let's start right here and just try to fucking iron out this part. No clip runs are good for, like, super precise wave levels. Like, I'm supposed to be mini here. Yeah, they're really good for stuff like Sakupin circles. That's what you do no clip runs for. You don't do that for, like, Trek. Genuinely, though, it's crazy how many people who have beaten Sakupin circles got good at it by doing no-clip runs. Yeah, Poltergeist is another example. That's good for no-clip runs. Where the fuck is the background? What the fuck? All I did was place a start position. The background is touch triggered? Oh, that'd be so funny. I gotta remember this level's 2.1, because we're kind of blessed nowadays with, like, being able to build levels and leave start positions in and disabled for Mega Hack users and all that stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, no one really has to make copies anymore. Unless they're playing a level like this. Why the fuck am I dying there now? My God. The fuck? How'd I end up there? What? Dude, this level is just starting to feel luck-based. That water part is so annoying. Huh? Oh my fucking god, dude. My fucking god. It's supposed to be Andre, but the background just disappears when you put a start position there. What? Why'd it kick me back to the title screen? What? I can't load the level? I guess we got... Why are we at Devil Vortex? How do we get here? What is happening to my game? Let me restart the game. Maybe something's off. Okay, I think I might try taking a different path here. Alright, so I gotta do that in 2 clicks, basically. Which does not feel intuitive at all. Alright, that leads to the robot. That fucking click. If that happens from 0, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Okay. We go from 0 again. Also, it looks like that, but it doesn't. I don't know how it manages to feel that way, but... I have strats for the 2 parts I was struggling with, so we should be okay, hopefully. The only thing I can really hope for is I hope that the rebeat happens quickly. if I went up, I... Go is going to be 62% now, chat. 62% is Go. I hate that fucking platform. Fucking God. Trying to see what I'm catching up on chat. Okay. What the fuck? What's a level you enjoyed playing that you think is ass? For me, it's Poltergeist. Formula X. Why did they put a singular spike on that platform? I'm starting to, like, this level's starting to feel like it exists to fuck with me personally. Every copy of Genie is personalized, and Trek is a heavily personalized part. It exists to fucking piss you off. Do I have any water? Yes, I do. I also apparently have more Flaming Hot Cheetos in a bag. I haven't really eaten those in fucking forever because, yeah. I picked the water. It's better for you. Oh, God. Okay. Can we fucking beat this, please? I'm so fucking bored. I just want to be done. And I want to accomplish something before I go to bed. I locked out for a while. Why are we talking about Flaming Hot Cheetos? I went to grab a bottle of water that I had, like, near my bed. And I didn't realize I still had, like, half a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos because I just haven't really been eating them. I bought those, like, 2 weeks ago. They're not even stale. The bag was, like, rolled shut. It's just... Man, I don't want to eat them. Not, like, right now. How the fuck am I still alive? Why? I didn't realize how much of a major choke point that orb was. This level song is so bad. Yeah. Sorry for not really talking, chat. I'm really just locked in. I just mentally blocked out the green orbs. I thought I was at the end of the ship. Great, and now I'm starting to feel tired, which is gonna make me play worse. Oh my god, man. Why? What the fuck? This level's also reminding me why I hated black orbs in early 2.1. Because all the black orbs in this are fucking placed the way they would have been back in that update. Very early 2.1 black orbs. I don't know if I'm making sense. Why don't I take a break and play easier Gauntlet levels? No, because if I take a break from this, I'm going to end stream and go to sleep. And I want to accomplish something this stream. Fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ. I swear to fucking God. I am not. What the fuck do you mean? I'm actually thinking I might just end stream and beat this next stream, because I actually don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I feel so fucking hopeless right now. I don't know, I just... I knew this was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna go this poorly. I was expecting it to take maybe an hour. God. And I have to beat this dog shit a second time. Oh my god. Oh, fuck this level, dude. Oh, let's go beat it again. What the fuck do you mean? 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 What? Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck do you mean? No fucking shot, I just fluked the rebeat. Uh-huh. Dude. Wow. That made this whole stream worth it. That's so funny. Oh, fuck. Alright. Yeah, I gotta end stream. Even if I wanted to keep playing, which I kinda do, to be honest. I do have work tomorrow, so I definitely gotta... Oh my god, wow. 2.5 hours, by the way. Just to beat one level. Granted, we beat it twice, but, like, you know. Oh, I don't have enough keys for the 5 key chest. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Alright. What's my opinion on every Steam achievement being added? Check my most recent community post. Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright. I'm gonna save, and yeah. Good night, everyone.